find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A big welcome back carry for David Johnson, who almost missed all of last year. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Murray now. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Murray. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it.
From the gun, Murray. Underneath for Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Set. 319. 319.
To throw on 2nd down, Murray. He'll buy some time right, and that is incomplete here.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Set. Green 39. Green
Operating from the gun. Murray. And he's got Fitzgerald. And down inside the 15 he goes. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Off play action. Murray under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete to open things up. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson. And now it's 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Used to have a coach who tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now back to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Brooks Reed with a tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Well, the Cardinals coming out here, and take a look back, Charles, at 2017. Really, everything started going south. Unfortunately, week one, that's when they lost David Johnson to a wrist injury. From there, they really couldn't turn it around.
And in the offseason, coaching change. Steve Wilkes now in charge. Comes with a defensive bent. Remember, he's a defensive coordinator with the Carolina Panthers. And he probably was blitzing from the time he took the job. That's how aggressive he is. On the offensive side of the ball, you know, there's going to be a battle for the quarterback spot. You knew they signed Sam Bradford. Josh Rosen was drafted. But the identity of this team, David Johnson, their running back. Missing him most of last season really changed the whole dynamic of their year.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray. And the Redskins sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On third down, Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
The Redskins making their way out. Last year, a fairly quiet 7-9. Now, the big change, of course, for 2018 here, exit Kirk Cousins. Enter Alex Smith at quarterback. What does that change?
The change is that you have a quarterback who takes care of the football in a big way, but still can deliver it downfield. Alex Smith has such a reputation for being careful that it's overblown. He will take the shot downfield. If receivers shake free, get open, he'll deliver it. The other part of that, they get an offensive line. If they can get health there and have consistency up front, that offense can move, and that's what they're going to need to do if they want to compete in the NFC East.
They'll set up to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Suggs in there for sack number 127 in his great career. Moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Now it's Peterson. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Murray. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. play fake. Murray, they'll roll him out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Well, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. And here come the Redskins now. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dance into it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Terrell Suggs in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. He'll look to throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. On the return is Peterson. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Murray, screen play, Johnson. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or 2 miss, but looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gun.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Love. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is TJ Logan to return it. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you can kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start,
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we've reached halftime here on... There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit.
And got his man complete. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 58 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson, his first touchdown in a Washington uniform. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. With it on the return is Logan. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They stay on the ground on first for Johnson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Off the bootleg. Murray rolling to his right. Throw right side going to be caught by Seals-Jones. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. There's the first NFL catch for the former Aggie Christian Kirk. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. From the gun, Murray eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Now they try the right side here. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And shoving his way inside the 35. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. Well, some good games around the league here early in week one, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They go to Johnson again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
On 2nd down, Johnson. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And he missed it. Gonzalez has pushed it to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. He'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Richardson. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Watch him now, Barney!
Right back to him on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Redskins have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3, 9.
Operating from the gun, Murray. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They pitch it out to Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Clay that time, and it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. Well, a pressure kick, a pressure spot, and that one goes begging.
All right, don't let me pile on here, partner, but you have to think back. That's now his second miss of the game. If he makes both of those, they win this ball game. And
they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll set up a throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Richardson. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. A gutsy decision there, going for it on 4th, but they got it, and that likely puts an end to this one.
Indeed, it was gutsy because there's so many other options they probably could have exercised in that situation, but they bet on themselves, and it paid off.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together,